Hello, AP students, it's Miss Sally, and we are going to talk about the rhetorical essay. So before we get started, you should be looking at the prompt and, well, really before we get started, you should be taking notes and having a proper header at the top. But now, looking at your actual rhetorical essay, you are going to want to start pre-writing. So you've looked at the prompt, you understand what you're wanting to write about, and so you start writing down some just basic outline definition kind of things. So we're going to talk about SOAPs and optics in a minute, but that is a way to analyze text. Finding rhetorical strategies used in the text in order to examine the deeper meaning behind syntax, tone, and appeals is really important. And then determine how rhetorical strategies aid the author. How is the author effectively writing his or her stance? All right, next slide. SOAPs, tone analysis. So SOAPs looks at, this is just a really easy way to evaluate how the writer is writing and how they're being effective in their writing. So SOAPs spells out and tone. Speaker, so what is the voice of the story and how is the story being told? Occasion, the time and the place of the piece. How is that affecting the way that they're writing? So how is that affecting the way they look at gender or money or time period or anything like that? Audience, who is the group? Who is the author writing to? Is it a group of readers? Is it just one reader? Who is this piece directed to? Purpose, what is the reason behind this text? Why is the author writing it? Why are they passionate about this topic? And why are they trying to encourage us to be passionate about this topic? Subject, what the text is on. So pretty much just what is the topic and how does that relate to the story? And then tone, the attitude of the author. Is the author sad? Is the author happy? Does the author want to persuade you so he's really, really passionate? Or she? That kind of thing. The other way to analyze a piece is through optic. And this is kind of on a visual piece. So you look at the overview, which is pretty much like what's written below, a summary of the details inside the visual piece. Parts, a list of specific details in the visual, that hold importance. Title, write down the title and relate it to the visual. Interrelationships, how the parts of the picture interact. So does the background change the way we view the subject? Does the subject change the way we view the other the other person in the picture? That kind of thing. And then conclusion, the argument the author is trying to convey. Is it a comic? So is the author trying to get us to enjoy the piece? Is it propaganda, trying to persuade us? Thinking about this is really important in looking at a visual piece. Honestly, if I were you, I would literally write optic, and that way, like, you in your head go through each piece. So if you see a picture or a cartoon or something like that, you're writing optic next to it, and you're looking at the overview, the parts, the title, the interrelationships, the conclusion, and that kind of thing. And I would do the same thing with the SOAPs. It's really important in actually looking at a piece to get all of those pieces and looking at them rhetorically. So rhetorical appeals. So we've talked about this before, but pathos, logos, and ethos. Pathos is when the speaker emotionally is motivates the audience. Logos, the speaker appeals to the facts and the logic and the rationale behind their logical ideas. And then ethos is the speaker is trying to demonstrate that they're credible and that they can speak on this topic. So, I'm Michael Jordan, I've played in the NBA, and that is why you should buy these sneakers. They're the best for your foot, they're the best for playing basketball. We believe him because he has so much experience. He has the credential to actually say those things to us. Introduction to the prompt. In a rhetorical analysis essay, the writer is asked to assess the text on a deeper level and break apart key parts of the text. The writer should look at the different rhetorical tactics the author uses to determine the necessity of them. Think about these questions. How do the rhetorical strategies help the author achieve his or her purpose? And then why does the author choose those strategies for the particular audience and for that particular occasion? Format, introduction. Use the SOAPs analysis performed and provided, and provide your stance on the effectiveness of the essay. Make sure to emphasize each individual part of the essay and outline the steps in order of the SOAPs analysis. Body paragraph. Assess the rhetorical strategies used by the author and the effectiveness of them. Syntax, the way the words are arranged. Tone, arrangement, the way the author is actually using the argument to arrange the text. And then any appeals used, make sure to use specific examples. Formatting for the conclusion. This is just a simple reminder to your reader of what you've discussed, what's important and needs to be reviewed. And that's it. Have a great day, guys.